problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Breeze now to throw. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Breeze looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Drew Brees with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Powers through again. His way down to about the 14. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, yeah, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. Again has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So we reach halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one good for 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
To throw again on second down. Brees is going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the...
Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 47 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the...
Not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Pushes him over. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the posts. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. Yeah, I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve. You had to say it too.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
At the 27-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Harris to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Breeze. And this is Cook with the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. This is caught back in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Allen. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Here's Allen. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On play action, Allen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction, because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confident. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen now, going to throw again. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. On first down, Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
22 yards there, a first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen going to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Allen again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right? And, oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That's up. That's up. All right, baby, yeah.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Intended for Taysom Hill.
Ready? Yellow lady.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Meanwhile, take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.